Hi, my name is Xanthe and I am one of the coaches at ADHD Advocate. It's really exciting to be part of this space again today as part of ADHD Empowerment and Awareness Month. Today, I want to spend some time talking about the relationship between ADHD and trust, largely because it feels like an incredibly important one, but also an incredibly complex one. Many people with ADHD experience having a brain that can sometimes let them down, mine included. The ADHD brain on its wonkier days can at best feel confusing and overwhelming, and at worst, completely unreliable. Impulsivity, distractibility, hyperactivity can all play a part in a person's relationship with their ADHD brain and essentially how they feel about themselves. I'm going to try and explain it like this, and I'm hoping that there'll be something within this that you can connect with in some small way. If your ADHD brain was a friend, let's, for the sake of this webinar, call her Maria. She would be in so many ways amazing to hang out with. The last girl on the dance floor, potentially. Fun, energetic, brave, spontaneous, creative, full of good ideas. I could go on. You may love going out with Maria to a party. She would definitely be the friend that would be up for a new business venture and may push you to do things that you may otherwise be scared to do. Maria would be that friend that would always be honest with you and not just tell you what you want to hear. She would also be that friend, I guess, that would offer you different beautiful perspectives, that out of the box thinking, and essentially Maria can be fab. But on the flip side of this, Maria may also be the friend that doesn't always turn up on time. She may be the friend that loses important things you've given her to look after. She may interrupt you and may share her honesty with you at times when it's unhelpful or not invited. And she may also talk you into staying late at that party when you have that important meeting or interview in the morning. Those really expensive earrings you bought and you never wore, Maria said they would change your life. That yoga, crochet, trampolining retreat, Maria. Maria, essentially, however fab, can at times be pretty inconsistent and at times, sometimes just really annoying. This impacts essentially on the trust you have with Maria, and there are times that you may want to ditch the friendship you have with her completely, and there may be times that you question whether it's a friendship at all. You also notice that because of her inconsistent nature, that others that you introduce her to, although may like her, don't also trust her entirely. Maria can be a bit flaky. Maria can be a little bit much. Maria can be really unreliable. Maria is always late. So how does this impact on Maria? Maria can sometimes feel like she is untrustworthy and unreliable, but she doesn't always know why. Maria can feel like she's too much, or maybe that she's not enough. She knows that she does do ridiculous things at times, but again, doesn't understand necessarily why those things happen. Maria knows that she's not always trusted by others, but she desperately wants to be. Take Maria's passport off her because she will definitely lose it. Don't ask Maria to pick up the birthday cake because she will probably forget. Invite Maria half an hour early to that event because if we tell her the right time, she will be late. The less trust Maria feels from those around her, the more she gets herself into trouble. The more she sees someone stepping in to speak for her or making excuses for her, the more she may shrink herself or begin to overly compensate by people pleasing or just simply becoming avoidant or laughing it off. That's me, silly Maria. Because of the lack of trust, Maria is tempted to stop sharing her ideas because it may be like the earring situation again. She may ask for permission too much before she does anything in case she gets it wrong. Alternatively, Maria may just end up feeling really angry or defensive about who she is. Maria may end up feeling pretty rubbish and try and be the version of Maria that everybody seems to want. So what if Maria came to coaching at ADHD Advocate? Many people with ADHD, when asked the question, how much do you trust your brain? Take a look at Maria or their ADHD brain and say, I don't always, I don't fully, or simply I don't. People with ADHD are prone to being negatively biased towards themselves, often influenced by being criticised by others throughout their lives, being told to try harder or to be a different version of themselves or just to do better, even if this comes from the well-intended place of the other person wanting to help. People with ADHD will often compare themselves to others and may spend years trying to fit in, giving themselves a hard time when the ADHD brain appears to rebel against this. The ADHD brain doesn't want to fit in. Masking, therefore, then becomes an attractive offer to those with ADHD, often feeling like without the mask, they are misunderstood, not to be trusted, and not accepted. Wearing a mask and trying to style out who you are can feel not only exhausting, but it can really impact on a person being able to live authentically. It can quiet and dampen the spirit of the ADHD strengths and possibilities, and essentially stop Maria in being able to understand, accept, and really trust herself. One of the biggest and most cost-effective gifts you can give to an ADHD person is the gift of trust. One of the biggest and most cost-effective gifts an ADHD person can give to themselves is also the gift of trust. The coaching process is the digging for gold amongst all those negative stories, which is what I love about coaching so much. And essentially reminding Maria about all those amazing things that she has offered to those around her and to the world, and changing the narrative. That spontaneous trip to Berlin, Maria. That person you call in a crisis, Maria. That passionate person in the team that motivates others, Maria. That person that notices things that other people don't notice, again, Maria. Coaching, with Maria's permission, will invite self-compassion, acceptance, and understanding into that space. Although Maria may feel a little bit awkward about this new relationship with trust and understanding and compassion, the more that Maria gets to hang out with them, the more she will develop trust for herself. I'm hoping that you got something out of this webinar today, and I hope that you can continue to develop the relationship and the trust that you have with your ADHD experience. And if you're hanging out with someone with ADHD and you don't have ADHD yourself, I hope that you can begin to also develop a trusting relationship with ADHD, because it is a beautiful friendship that is there to be trusted and celebrated and understood. Thank you.